WTB, the What You Talking About podcast, and I'm your host, Mike McCann. I'm here with two of the halls today, and there's still cough drops, and we are down one. We're down Greg, but we got super duper producer Jalen Hall and also Gary Hall. And today, welcome back to the Hoodcast as we are changing it up. I guess we're going gangster with the outfits today for whatever it is, even though we didn't dress up for Halloween for the podcast. We've all participated, I guess, in some way, shape, form, or fashion. But today we're going to dive right into the recent controversy taking place in Atlanta with Keith Lee and the critiques that he was taking place in the, with the black restaurants and the people coming out and being upset with the fact that he, I guess, slandered some of the restaurants, and not really slandered. It was just basically the fact that he said he couldn't get food. And that's a very big disappointment. Usually when you're wanting to go out and eat, the goal is to, get food. And unfortunately, he didn't get to land that as much as he would like.
And some people are just not open to criticism. And it's like, sometimes you got to, I think anything you involved in when you call yourself taking part as you saying you're a service worker. Mm-hmm. You saying when you're providing a service to somebody. So if you're providing a service, you got to provide that service. But sometimes people take their job and pretty much take their personal issues with them. It's like, yeah, I'm going to provide something for you, but if you do such and such, it's going to be on and popping.
Yeah.
People going to, and that's kind of sometimes the approach with people. If you and some people are not even open for a small amount of criticism, because it's just like, well, why would you say that about me?
Yeah.
Why? What would I do to you? I'm just saying sometimes just because I think a certain way and see things a certain way don't mean it's got to be that way.
No. And I know you worked in the service industry just as much as I did, basically, Jay. Well, I worked a little longer maybe, but still, I know you.
Right. And so my whole issue with it is I understand, again, like Dad is saying, wanting to provide the service that is required of you to people, right? Especially whenever they pay for whatever service that they're paying for, they deserve to get whatever they paid for, right?
Yeah.
But
sounds right.
Whole issue is, I don't know, people are just kind of really inconsiderate about the circumstances.
That's the problem.
And issues.
That is the problem.
In consideration on both sides of the customer and the servicer, right?
Yes.
But ultimately, I don't know, man. I do think it's absurd to have weird rules like no more than a party of 5 or. Okay. But then when I think about it, a lot of the stuff that people seem to be forgetting about Atlanta is the culture and the dynamic of the people in Atlanta.
Yeah, see, right? That's what I wanted to go ahead. You're going in the direction I wanted to point out.
Well, talk to me about that one.
Yeah, because that's the point I was trying to.
Yeah, that might be.
You were missing this.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people. There is a lot of violence, right? In Atlanta, gang violence or gun violence.
There's a lot of crime
like that. Yeah, right. And a lot of people have this nonchalant, uncaring attitude. It seems like, especially in the hood, right?
Okay, why would be in the hood?
Right. So maybe they got these weird rules in place for those types of people. I don't know. I guess maybe.
My thing is this. The rules are very...
Those type of people.
Well, no, it's like, okay, so we got to lay out what the rules are. So, like, some of the rules are like, okay, so you can't have a table that sits down and not everybody be there. Like, they're not going to let you sit, or they're not going to let you order. You can't get anything. Everybody must be present. Then there's also moments where you can't order anything else after you've already placed an order, which is crazy. Like, you can't order anything else after you place your order one time. That's it. Also, you can't order ahead of time. Some places you can't get to-go food, like just because they just don't do that.
And you can't get your food fried hard.
Probably.
That would do it.
That would be
the game breaker right there. You know,
right?
You know you tripping now.
Yeah.
It's like you ain't got no hot sauce up in here at all.
Right. No hot sauce.
Now we got like a seasoned sweet sauce with some bang. No, I'm saying hot sauce.
Right.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, it's
Then you call you a fried chicken plate now.
Right.
But but the point was that those rules are in place because what you're saying is, are they obviously catering or they're pointing towards a very obvious crowd of people, which is the people who come in every day, black people, black-owned businesses. Right. Well, we're all talking about why are black people criticizing black-owned businesses. Well, why are these black-owned businesses having like rules and regulations put in place to basically combat their own people? Right. Because they don't trust them. So you're basically already telling your client until you don't trust them. So that's kind of the bigger issue here. But for that reason, it's a bad thing to critique these people who are walking around apparently in Atlanta, flaunting their lifestyle, running around like they're millionaires and basically looking down on everybody else that comes into their business. And that's what's frustrating to a lot of people.
Yeah, I'll come eat these $1 million pork chop.
It comes from a place of like they're taking advantage of the black people who actually come in there and provide them with the money to live the lives that they apparently are living. Right. But you're also not providing them with the service that they're asking for. These are the places, sort of like in the video that we were looking at earlier with Six the Goddess.
Yeah.
The thing is, Atlanta's basically all black. You only can go to these all black places. That's pretty much all they have there. So you have to support them or you don't eat. And so people start taking it for granted that, they got to support us anyway. So
you become comfortable in certain situations because you do feel kind of like they need you.
Yeah, but if you're
it's like okay, so and it's right there, and we as people like things to be easier.
Sometimes
basic easy access is right there, so it's not gonna be a problem, and then that's where probably the disrespect is like now all of a sudden. Well, we right here, y'all gonna come. Where you gonna go?
Yeah.
And then at some point, it could change. See, now that's the arrogance of people. It'll last for a minute.
Yeah.
But at any point, anything will change if you don't do right by. But
yeah, people. I just feel like it's just frustrating because you come from a place like, well, you can't criticize some of these people, and it's like, well, why not? I mean, just because they're black doesn't mean you can criticize them. Like the video I want to show clips from the Shannon Sharp and, Chad Ochocinco interview when they were talking about it, which was just the fact that like Ochocinco was thinking that they can't do anything wrong. He came from a place where he always leaves a big tip. There's never any bad service. He literally said he's never received bad service, which is garbage. We all know everybody's received bad service at some point in time. Everybody has. So, but he's like, he was basically talking about Keith Lee saying that he shouldn't criticize them because they're black. Why doesn't he go to these other restaurants and critique them? He does. That's the part that he didn't pay attention to. He does go to other places.
Go to a variety of restaurants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And you know what? I agree with Ochocinco on this. Good service, bad service, I still would tip. Continual bad service from the same person, if I went there, I'm probably going to lower the tip. But I'm still going to give you a tip. So my thing is, and I'm not even going to acknowledge what may be a problem.
Yeah.
Because like I'm saying, either you know or you don't know. And if you act like you don't know, then I don't know why you would not know, because you in the service industry. So if you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, then why should I act like I know what I'm supposed to be doing? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of that type of thing. But, hey, you approach it how you going to approach.
Well, he was also making the point talking about, well, they could be having a bad day. And Jay was talking about this earlier. Well, they could just be having a bad day. Well, it's also like, okay, well, you came to work. You are still at work to provide a service. If you are so affected by what's going on and you can't do your job, then you should not be at work. You need to find a way to call out, because you're just going to affect those who are around you. Yeah. Like, you giving bad service isn't just going to affect just you. It's going to affect the other people that are working with you.
Right.
So it's a team effort. Everything's a team. That's the part that people forget about. Like how one person is on the team does affect the whole squad. Like, you know, when you got one negative stormy cloud walking around, it's going to affect the entire team. It's going to eventually ricochet. Now you can have some people who can, you know, battle it off and kind of, you know, make light of it.
Because they're going to bring that same, it's like every time they try to talk to somebody, they're going to bring that same, you know, you know, she did, you know, somebody just going to like try to start something.
Yeah, the person who always wants to look at the negative side of everything. So like
it's drama. You got to get something going.
Well, no, some days, you know, you go to work. Some people actually want to have a good day at work.
That's it.
Most people make up their mind they're going to have a good day. But you got the one person who's still scheduled to come in, who it doesn't matter what day it is, it's always bad. And they're just going to bring it down. And it's like, dang it, we were just trying to have a good day. And once again, this person just brings it down. And the days you realize that they're not there, dang, most of them are pretty good. You know what I'm saying?
Every day was good.
Yeah.
Every day.
There's plenty of those.
And there's some people that have that type of effect.
Yeah.
And when they not there, you realize how big of effect they have on a team in a situation. Because it's like, why you always have to deal with this drama and be all up and down and nobody, when you wasn't here, none of that happened.
Yeah, when somebody's name is
none of that came about.
Usually when somebody's name is mentioned a lot, it's usually not good.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's for good. I mean, sometimes it can be great things. But for the most part, if their name's usually mentioned a lot at work, it's usually not for good things. But the point being is that person shouldn't be at work and affecting the business. And it's not okay to give bad service because the people who are going out there to pay for it have also worked just like you, so they can come in there to buy food to service them or their family. Like, that's what they do. They're wasting their money on your product. You're hoping that it's delivered with some level of competency or care. But also some of those people who are saying they're having a bad day also don't really care that much.
And another angle I wanted to touch on is it unfortunately seems that always in the ghetto, and unfortunately always one of the people are the people having a bad day. You know?
Well,
because how many times have you seen countless news stories where somebody got into it about some chicken wings and then somebody ends up being killed or murdered?
Okay. I want to back you up a little bit.
I'm not.
And he's not being facetious.
I know you are, but
sadly a lie.
When was it a good day?
Right.
That's so it probably ain't been no good day. Right. So every day a bad day until some change.
Not every day is a bad day.
I mean, it's not, like no matter. I mean,
not every day is a bad enough day where I gotta kill somebody.
I'm killing somebody over some chicken wing. I ain't had too many good days. I ain't had you. I mean, my good day was what?
I mean, but if you're not gonna go kill,
if I'm ready to kill somebody over 8 piece KFC wing.
But my thing is this: so if it's that, AJ is just out over here. Basically, he's just so limp. But
be like,
I know he's just,
I'll be checking him sometimes. He be like, hey. One time I thought he'd checked out on.
You just sitting there. No, actually, I saw it on the podcast. He was listening. I saw it. I actually saw it on an episode.
I don't know that. I was like,
you good?
You a little bit too sleep.
Yeah, he was knocked out. I saw it. Actually,
I hope this ain't the last of AJ.
You're just like,
we went out on the podcast.
He took that final nap right there on the episode.
That was him right there. We gotta in remembrance.
No, it was really funny though, because it was in the middle of like me and Greg talking, and he was just like, "Wait a minute!" Like,
I had to check this out for a minute.
Yeah,
okay.
But I did want to. But I thought it did lead to a overall deeper discussion about Black people and like whether or not we accept mediocrity or not. That's what I was thinking about a lot of this. Because sort of like the people who are complaining are people who are like, well, we should be allowed basically to give bad service and you should just shut up and move along. Like Chad Ochocinco was saying, like, I'm not going to complain no matter if it's bad or not, but it's like that shouldn't be okay. It's like the standard for us sometimes is like we should just be okay with giving ourselves bad service or giving ourselves less than. And it's like, why? We're the first to scam ourselves. We're the first to give ourselves bad food. We're the first to give ourselves bad drugs, everything. It don't matter. And I don't get why. And it's like the standard's like, man, just be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
But then also,
I know it's hard to just change, but what?
I'm making myself seem like.
What is it?
Oh man, you remember early in life, right? Whenever we used to go out to restaurants and stuff like that, and I mean, this was more of like an older generation thing, really, than just a black thing. I think.
Okay.
People used to complain a lot about the meals that they got, right? And, were heavily unsatisfied, even though they didn't even barely understand what they were ordering themselves. Right.
Now, sometimes, yes.
Right. So it's like, I don't know, man. I agree with you on we should expect this level of quality from ourselves, but at the same time, if we're all in this little situation together, we're all here having a bad day. Maybe we're demanding a little bit too much.
Are you saying that the complaints are basically outlandish? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you do about that?
Right.
And there can be a lot of them, but really what you do to be real, most of the time in customer service, there's plenty of complaints, but most of them are pretty valid, to be real. Now, there's some people who are just complaining to just be complaining. And you have some people who complain about the same thing every week on cue, every time.
Trying to get that free meal.
Trying to get the free meal or the free something.
There you go, some free
But it's
something.
really when you weigh it versus like the overall ratio of people, it's not really that high. Now, overall, sometimes as a business, you still try to satisfy all those customers. But at a point, when you are trying to do and really exhaust all your options, you really just have to tell them at some point in time, well, we have tried. And it's time for you to move on.
That's it.
And no, it's true.
Yeah.
You really do. I mean, it's like, it's weird. The first time I heard that, like as a manager, like you would think like, wait, you can tell somebody that? Like you do get to a point, like even the corporate will be like, we have exhausted all our options.
I don't know what to do or say to you.
Obviously,
or what
we are not.
I cannot give you what you need.
Yeah, exactly.
Apparently, I can't do it.
We can't do what you want.
So I'm gonna try to direct you in another direction.
We just recommend you go somewhere else.
Yeah,
we're sorry we lose your business.
I could do.
That's it.
Yeah,
and you should that's it. We lose your business.
That's it. It's nothing.
Now, it's one of those things like it's kind of weird, to be like, oh wow, you just wrote it off. But yeah, at some point in time, you just do. But you also have to weigh it out. But see, I can't act like all managers are always like reasonable. You know what I'm saying? That some of them be very emotional, just like anybody else.
Yeah,
and they start thinking, man, everybody's complaining, man, they all tripping, and it's like, no, they're really not. Like, on a daily basis, like it takes your servers 10 minutes to go out there and greet them. You know what I'm saying? They're sitting down waiting for somebody to get them a water for forever. You know what I'm saying? Then it's also taking 30 minutes to get their food. The food comes out cold, and the food's usually undercooked. So it's like,
and like I said,
cold and raw. Crazy.
The cook that comes in every day is high, and
cold
he's coming late numerous times every week. And you thought about firing him over and over again, but you won't because you're understaffed, and you're thinking, dang, he's the only one holding down this damn kitchen, and he's one of the cheapest people we got as well. And I mean, I know that the other guy that we have on staff is an alcoholic, but he's really good if he comes into work all right that day. You know what I'm saying? If he's not like, tripping, then we can kind of get something going, but you're short. People just tolerate whatever they can. They obviously don't sometimes want to put in the extra effort to like staff it or get more people or change up the people because that's my friend. I don't want to get rid of them.
And
especially with the home, like some family businesses or the people like that run their own businesses in Atlanta, like that aren't chains. Because anything that's like, what?
I was just sitting there thinking, I said, dude, like this is my friend. Dude, like, man, I need this job to feed my family, but every time you see him outside doing something, but outside ain't working, ain't doing the job, you can't find him, he's sitting in the car, but you like, I need this job to feed my family.
Am I serious?
Yeah, it's like, are you gonna do anything of this job to feed, other than just to help?
Sometimes no.
It's like some people will do that.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's a real example.
Yeah,
it is genuinely that.
Yeah, like I mean,
some people will do the bare minimum.
Yeah,
because my friend brought me along, and they the manager, or they were on staff, and they were able to get me on the team. And
it's like,
damn, I didn't bring you on the team to be the worst player. You know what I'm saying? I brought you on the team to contribute. You know what I'm saying? I thought you might be able to pass the ball around and make it.
He run the point. Distribute something.
Contribute.
You got to score a whole lot of baskets and then pull some on board, just at least pass some around.
A hustle play. But
take a charge.
Yeah, I mean, we know you're new, but some people just really don't know how to adjust to the team. Some people don't know how to work.
No.
I feel like I don't know. It does feel like it's a deeper issue as far as actually generationally, it's just a huge issue as far as who actually knows how to work. Because I mean, I done seen too many videos of like kids crying at Starbucks and crying at Dunkin' Donuts because they done got slammed. Yeah, the breakdown videos.
Especially white women. I gotta.
It's like one order at a time.
Throw some shade on them.
Man, it's
white women break down so often at these very, very menial jobs.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. He's right though.
Being a barista is not the craziest work. I get that it's a little bit rough. You got a lot of things going on at once. You're a college student. You got your period. You're slammed and people are yelling at you. Okay, I get that. But man, I would much rather have to deal with that situation than, I don't know, get shot at or something like that.
Absolutely. I'm going to look at the person in front of me and take the order.
Right.
Get that out the way. Next.
I would much rather be slammed with not enough, equipment and stuff than be in danger.
Right.
I would much rather be in that scenario than being in a place where sort of like, okay, this is a little bit off topic. Okay. That's why sometimes I be thinking, how are they going to fill certain jobs, right? Like you just drive by certain places and you're thinking, who would want to work at that market there that's in the dark with like one street light? And it looks like people rob this place 24/7, and the reputation is that they do rob this place. There's bullet holes in the side of the building.
Junkies,
one right in the window.
Yeah, junkies on the corner.
That was last week.
Yeah, man, gas station jobs are crazy.
And we got to get somebody to run the market tonight. It's like, man,
tonight.
Tonight, what about tomorrow? I mean,
you got to work 7 to 7 every night you want to.
Right. Yeah. Worst case scenario at a Starbucks, you got to deal with a mean
come in 5
white woman.
7
you got to deal with a Karen, as they call it, right?
Yeah, you just deal with some like rude people with places, jobs like that. Like,
but you know what? I went into a store.
Yeah.
And it's in place. They done itemized the gas station.
Yeah,
I walked in. I think it was a Circle K. Yeah. You basically just got a computer.
Yeah.
Pick out your gas, or if you got something, you scan it.
Yeah.
And then once you do it, adds up, and then you just slide your money or card, and it'll give you change for it. They don't even need nobody in the store. It was a guy in there.
You got to have one guy in the store. Actually, you just need security
to manage the store.
Actually, and that's what they had.
Yeah.
He don't do nothing. I'm like, don't hurt yourself, baby. You know what I'm saying? But it's basically set up to run itself now.
Basically, you just need somebody to run the store and security.
Right.
Because you need to make sure somebody ain't stealing all the stuff.
It's the cameras there, but
but they're gonna be gone. You need security to stop them. That's what I'm saying.
That's what the cameras for. They're like,
the cameras don't stop them.
Oh, they cleared out the whole store.
Then at the same time, we shouldn't be expecting like some random teenage kid to.
You should.
To be security.
What?
To do security? Oh no, there's never enough people to do security. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to staff half some places, but still, you should.
When are gas stations?
They leave them unmanned.
Well, they ain't got no choice. I mean, most of them don't want to pay it.
Right.
Yeah, that's why they got the automation.
Security, man.
When we get the AI,
what's going to happen? They're going to have bots outside the door.
They're going to have bots outside. They're going to have those RoboCop.
Yeah, I was about to say, they're going to kill this person. Don't you do it. Hey, don't do it. They're going to be running out that door.
Try to take an apple.
That's Sour Patch.
Some Sour Patch.
Sanitation crew come get you.
Yeah, man. They're going to have that. Some freaking Cheetos. Some some crunchy hot Doritos.
That messed up.
Yeah, and get a laser beamed outside.
Some, somebody gonna lay.
That'd be awful. They just get
blew up.
Like right there. Just that'd be awful.
Or just cut your hand off.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. What else was? We were going to dive into something else.
I did want to bring up Wembanyama for a second. This dude may be dangerous.
I mean,
it's like he had that he scored 38. They came back.
Yeah,
he scored like 10 or 12 down the stretch. He put on a classic performance early in his rookie year.
No, he did.
You know, I mean, it's kind of like, I'm looking to play some nice games, but he put this on KD.
No, he did.
He put one on KD early, and KD got game. We know KD a ball and all that.
Yeah.
So if you doing this to KD now and can do that, show the whole package.
Yeah.
Dribbling, coming up, pull up, sick dunks.
Yeah, I mean,
the whole package.
He's 7'4".
Yeah,
I mean, that's the thing.
And that's the thing about it. You're seeing his length is crazy.
I mean, yeah, it's stupid.
Different. And then, like I say, now, and then when it's all done and said, he had that bulk swell up a little bit. Ooh, I just don't know. This guy is like pretty much unlimited.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I'll close his statements out by basically saying, yeah, if he just bulks up and doesn't get hurt, he'll be probably the greatest player to ever play basketball at this point.
The way it looks.
Yeah, you ain't supposed to be that tall and be able to do that. That's just
like that.
No,
that was sick.
That was nasty. But what else was next?
I had a question. But,
we're gonna wait for Greg for the question, right?
Right. We were gonna wait for Greg. But the other question I had was like, when's the last time you've been to the doctor?
Yeah.
You know, and I was trying to see like, as black men, are we being responsible about our health? But it seems as though we're all being pretty responsible about our health. Yeah. So there's nothing really.
Yeah, on this one it was kind of hard to do.
Into that.
Yeah, like, you know, we say black men need to go to the doctor, but in this family, the black people all pretty much go to the doctor.
Right.
And if you don't, please go get your checkups. It does help. If you're paranoid, well, that's on you, I guess. But that's pretty much. I mean, that's. I'm not gonna make fun of you.
Some type of way.
Right.
Yeah, sure. You know, just what it is. I remember we were going to talk about that 50-50 video.
Oh yeah.
About the men, going back and forth and talking about 50-50 this, 50-50 that. As far as like relationship dynamics, as far as like
my bad.
Yeah,
specifically, we were going to also talk about how. Oh man. Every viral video almost seems to be fake.
Yeah, I was about to say, because it's that one. This video is clearly fake. This 50-50 video with these men, not real. Brick face, not real. I was already wrong on that one. Cheesecake Factory video. Phony. Right. And also, one more. There's another one. What was it?
What?
But basically, to put it, the oyster one,
huh?
The oyster,
the oyster video, another fake one.
Yeah.
Oyster video was fake, so that's another fake viral video. Like I said, it was brick face.
A lot of people have recognized the algorithms and how to manipulate people's emotions and stuff like that.
That's the one I wanted to talk about. Is the Joe Smith one. That's the one that's went viral about, his wife apparently being an OnlyFans model that he discovered recently.
Yeah.
That
was crazy.
It's fake.
Right.
It's fake.
But so people...
It's like there's no way.
Right. They figured out how to manipulate the algorithm, and right now all these things are
saying
hot button topics.
I guess they kind of added on to the story like, he's broke and now.
Well, he is broke.
He probably he's
she's broke.
Supposed to created the OnlyFans to make some money.
Sadly, the storyline makes sense, but
that's what it did. That's what it sounded like to me.
But the story is this isn't news. That's the thing. That's what's a sham about it. This isn't new. This has been the case for their entire relationship. Like he's already been on the downside, like for a while. Now, I mean, I guess am I making it happen? He does like some camps and stuff. But
I'd make a little. But
apparently he's in
name.
But
should be able to make some change.
I mean, but his name only holds so much weight, and there's already
he was the number one pick in the draft at one point.
There's a lot.
You lost that clout.
Yeah, there's a lot of number one picks in the draft.
You can't turn
Hey, there was also a number 2 pick in the draft, a 3, a 4.
How many number
5.
ones have there been?
And I was about to say, and he was how many
right.
number 1 picks in the draft?
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, how many more states and jobs? And
I'm just saying,
especially
you can make a name for yourself.
You can make.
Just by being in a league.
Guess what? He can make a good living like us.
And doing things. And I'm saying, like, even just being an assistant coach, a coach, a high school coach.
Yeah, but they don't make that much money. You ain't going to be no principal.
I'm just saying, athletic director. They got these athletic directors.
Yeah,
I mean, and there's a lot of guys
the ones
or
that
people that actually had a decent name. Went back and you'd be surprised at what they doing now.
Yeah, but that's
you know what I'm saying?
Joe
some
Smith,
of them not, but then you got some of them you'd be like, I didn't even know this dude was doing that.
Yeah, Joe Smith didn't live that lifestyle.
Okay,
he kept buying houses without, it's already been debunked. Actually, I'll need to show you that video.
So he was just out there blowing all his money.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm saying maybe
he did the same thing. They say like 60 to 80% of the dudes go broke. Most of them go broke.
That's why I say
NBA players, the richest,
because they spend that money.
Yeah, they in there buying up that club.
Somebody, imagine you an NBA player, top player, and you actually living check to check.
There's plenty of them.
They like
struggling because they got that mansion. They're like, man, we got to buy $30,000 a mortgage.
I'm saying top play, like you getting 30, 40, $50 million a year, and you need that check.
I can't imagine that.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? You waiting for your check to come.
I'm LeBron out here struggling.
You borrowing $20.
Gloria's up here in the stands staring down at us
waiting for your check.
Hey, man, you better win. Hey, you better get that check. Hey, we over here.
The only excuse I want to hear is that you got something incredible planned with the amount of money that you're.
After the game.
Right.
Yeah, he went in the soup line with the hole in the Ferrari.
The Ferrari. They rode
the stretch Ferrari.
Yeah, it's the Ferrari stretch next to the Dodge Neon stretch.
Yeah,
That's
messed up.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. That the videos are fake though. That's what kills me. And there's a very, very large tendency for that to happen.
Was the White House fake?
No, that was just news.
Okay,
but like
that
but Jay was pointing out the thing about the algorithm, which was, I wanted you to finish your point, which was
right. So people learned how to manipulate the algorithm and manipulate people's emotions. Right now, this type of content is what's hot and what's in. A lot of men are mad and bitter with women, and so therefore they want to see every type of video where a woman either exposes herself to be a dumb broad, or a dude finally gets his comeuppance or something like that. Whatever. Right. And then a lot of women want to see like all this, stuff on why men ain't shit. Right.
Okay, so we're against each other.
Truly,
right.
It's a lot of humbling videos.
Right. Yeah.
So we basically against each other. We at war.
Oh yeah, you late. But the gender war apparently is, and I think it's so stupid. It's so dumb. It's this whole notion of there's a gender war taking place. Like why? Why are we fighting each other? Dang it, we need each other to reproduce. Like
I don't.
You know what?
Right.
There you go. That's part of it. Because some people are saying that. I don't need you to reproduce.
Some people feel that way just because they're bitter and upset that they're not in love.
Yeah.
All these.
I reproduce my own self.
Also I've seen a lot of recently. I don't know why. I guess it hit my algorithm, but it was a lot of the fat shaming ones. I guess it's because I made that 600-pound video.
Right.
But it's like a lot of the fat acceptance videos has been popping out. Fat acceptance has gotten out of control. Just a lot of that. It's been just destroying my algorithm.
Again, it's just the weird, specific little niches of people that like that particular content, and it turns out that there's like quite a few people that enjoy those types of videos and stuff like that. Like, for example, there's a group of people that love the gym culture videos where instead of a guy walking up to a woman and being a creep, he's actually just like a regular guy trying to ask her like, hey, are you done with the equipment or something like that? There's guys that like to see that, right?
Yeah.
It's not even like a humbling type thing. It's just like there's still regular guys at the gym who just want to work
men
out.
out there.
Right.
He asks normal questions.
Right.
He doesn't ask to see your panties. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like nothing crazy. I mean, just
okay.
He didn't follow you. He didn't follow you to your car after you left the gym.
Right.
You need me to walk you to the car after
That's
you
probably,
finish
might not be bad.
doing stretches or something.
Right.
See, that would probably go into the category of not the ones that you would want to have.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. The one of asking about anything. You let her be.
You need me to help you stretch?
First of all, why do you need to walk her to her car?
You need me to help you stretch?
She's not up to date on what a modern woman is.
In the car?
I'm never walking any modern woman.
Hey, you can't walk them to the car. They walk you to the car.
Yeah.
I'll Uber you to your car. Before I walk with you.
Hey, just call me.
Well, that's a lot of it. That's where it seems to be like going. I don't know. So
but at the same time, it's like, you just got to make sure that you're actually vibing with the person.
That's
and stuff
it.
like that. That's really all it comes down to. You can do all this crazy weird stuff.
There you go.
That people say is crazy
Thank
and
you,
weird.
Jay.
Once you're actually resonating with someone,
there you go.
It's the getting over the awkwardness of first being introduced to each other, and then also finding a level of attraction for each other.
There you go. See, now Jay's over here talking to stuff.
Yeah, that's real.
Right.
I have just met somebody, and I don't know what it was. We were cool. It was there. It just is like I don't know. It was just something about that person. I'm like, boom. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say it. But if you got to go through all kinds of things to figure out how to make something work or click, I mean, yeah, I guess you can. But, obvious something ain't work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can make it out to be what you want it to be, basically, at the end of the day.
Yeah. Well, then he found out she was with James, and he had to find a way to eliminate James from the picture and, put his way in there. I'm just messing the psycho way. But no.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, that's really what I think a lot of it is. And honestly, that's what most women are looking for. Any woman I talk to in real life, that's what they're all looking for and thinking about. Somebody who's not weird. Somebody who asks weird questions. Or somebody who actually knows how to speak without, being interrogating, you know what I'm saying? Or just be fun. I mean, that's the thing is.
Make them feel comfortable.
Yeah, or be able to take a joke.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
They feel comfortable with you. It's like, you don't give me that, I got to keep my 9 ready just in case, You know what I mean? She's like, I'm willing to take a chance, but he's still a little here. But no, some people, they just comfortable with you. They know the vibe you giving off is a comfortable vibe. You wasn't trying to probably push up on them or anything. You probably just got along.
Yeah.
And might have decided to do some things that you like or whatever we're trying to do.
I'm glad that you brought that up because, I used to struggle with this myself.
Okay.
Not really just being weird, but more so feeling weird and getting offended by the fact that, perhaps they think I'm weird, right?
Okay.
Something that I feel like a lot of young dudes struggle with because, they're not secure within themselves yet.
That's it.
Oh,
right?
It is. I mean,
And,
or you're looking for some validation somewhere. And
right. Yeah. And you want to feel like you're that guy, so you're trying to get some validation from this person. And
you ain't that guy.
Right.
But sometimes you really feel it. You just ain't got that validation.
Some people want to be the guy you are.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Don't be the guy you want to be. You got to be the guy you are. You see what I'm saying? And that's the difference. Now, if you strive to be better, you strive for that, and eventually you will get better at whatever you do. But if you are what you are, be that guy. And if you are somebody thinking you more than what you are, then they lying to you already. Because you ain't that person.
Right.
So why would they think you more than that?
So I'll use myself as an example.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all could tell, but I'm a little bit of a sweetheart, right? Yeah. And so
I was gonna be immature for half a second. But keep going.
I'm a little bit of a sweet potato. But for the longest time, you know, I had convinced myself, and this is why I see a lot of guys going into like the red pill machismo type stuff.
MC potato pie.
Yeah.
For the longest time, I had convinced myself that in order to keep a woman, or to like conquer a woman, which is in itself kind of crazy,
king,
right? Yeah,
mentality right there.
Yeah, it always sounds
keep
going
skewed.
Yeah,
you got to be toxic.
Yeah,
and I pretty much convinced myself that was the case because what I had seen without fully understanding or realizing like what's going on behind the scenes is that all the douchebag type drug dudes were getting all these women, right?
Oh yeah, all the douchey guys were getting the chicks. It felt like
right.
The guys who didn't care, the guys who either treated them, who gave them the least amount of attention, the ones who tried the least. But
they'll never keep them.
No,
right?
No, and a lot of time, them type of people will play on their sympathy.
Right.
Kind of like you said, they know they ain't secure.
What it is.
So they already done kind of lost themselves. So they want to bring somebody with them.
Right.
So they start playing on their weaknesses and saying things. Look at you. Talking about it. Make them feel insecure. Make them feel uncomfortable with themselves. And that make them feel like they more than them.
Right.
And really, they just a junkie telling you was straight, and a junkie that brought you down to their level.
I think it comes from another level of when it starts from like say high school, right? It comes from the most, and even say college. It comes from the most purest of forms. So most guys have it in their image, especially these people in this red pill who keep searching for all these clean virgins who don't exist. Right. But it's like
they out there.
They're not, but they're still searching for that person, and they have all these women in their mind as that individual. Like the woman that they fawning over, that all the men are giving all their attention to, that's clearly probably already not a virgin, probably already been ran through a little bit, but still probably a decent person. They just, been having fun. But needless to say, that's the person that they're fawning over, but they keep having this image of this person being so pure in their mind. But they've already been tainted. They don't want nobody else to get to it before them.
Right.
And once they see it, they go crazy. And then they usually take that anger out on that individual.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That girl that they were talking to, because in the meantime, sometimes they were probably the friend. They would start probably hanging around them a lot. Like I said, taking them out to dinner, going over there, hanging out, watching movies, and getting no ass, excuse my language, but still getting none of that. No play, no fun.
Maybe they
But then somebody else is always sliding over. That's who she's texting over there in the corner, and it's like, what am I really doing over here? You know what I'm saying? But you're still over there, you're wasting your time, but you committed for the evening for whatever reason.
Right.
But you go home.
You could be over there because you really just don't have nothing else to do.
But you're over there
hoping for a breakthrough moment.
You're looking for the breakthrough.
That's what that might be where he at.
But that's where
this is saying this is the best thing I got going right now is to go by somebody's house that I ain't got a chance in hell to get, hoping that I got a chance in the hell to get it.
It's the goal of the friend.
And that's his best chance.
Yes.
So that's why he over there. That's why he there.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm just there to be.
I have no other choice. Hey, he like I have no other choice.
There to be a good friend to my friend who needs me.
I mean, and honestly, it just depends on the kind of person you are.
Yeah.
No, it does. I'm not there to be a good friend. I'm there to get some cutty.
That's what I'm saying. He is too.
Right.
He just realized there's a lot stacked in his corner against that, but just maybe.
I mean, and sometimes literally, there are times where, like you said, you just ain't got nothing else to do. Might as well just go.
Hey, what? What?
Well, it's like this.
Okay.
Sometimes it can be as simple as, well, I was going to sit here and watch a movie by myself. And then somebody asked me just want to come over and hang out and watch a movie. I'd go watch one with, a cute chick.
Somebody,
not.
If nothing happened at all, we at least hung out.
You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of times I didn't hung out with people, just hang out. I mean, we had a good time.
Right.
Just
That's
hanging
another
out.
thing. A lot
you can't put expectations on something.
A lot of young dudes struggle
you
with
just
that.
kind of just go with it.
But
They rush the momentum of it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not every guy is going to be able to knock it out the park on the first try.
Or at all.
It might not have.
It's a little tough for you to accept that, within yourself. Like, oh man, I thought I could be Barry Bonds with the bees, right?
Yeah.
But like,
the boats outside the apartment and everything.
Right. But
no.
As I've gotten older, I've realized it requires a little bit of patience.
A lot. Sometimes.
Especially if you're not in position or in shape. Especially if you're not in shape.
Okay.
If you're not in perfect form and not perfect literally.
You can't expect something you want if you're not there.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're not that, how can you expect to want that?
Right.
And have it if you know you're not that, but I want that. So I expect that, but I can't do nothing on that level. So it's like you work on yourself to get where you want to be. Mm-hmm. That way, when you do want what you want, you are prepared to receive it, have it, and keep it.
So like, if
you can hustle up on somebody now, catch them slipping, but you ain't gonna hold that, like you say.
Right.
You can make somebody slip, but you probably won't hold it because you ain't even in position to do that.
So like if you're looking at the chick, right, and she's basically 85% of her fittest form that you can find. Really good amount. She's looking good. But then, internally for you, you're like at 50 to 55. You're like, I probably should get at least this extra 30% before I'm there. At least got to get myself up to 75. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Before I really consider taking a shot here, just before maybe I can sneak in then. But ideally, you want to get up to about that level.
Right.
Before you really take the shot. Because then you feel like there's a good opportunity I should be able to succeed here. I could try here.
And I'm going up anyway.
I can try now. But I'm probably going to take that emotional shot to the gut that I really don't want right now. And
I'm going to just make the point cut and clear. How are you expecting to have sex with women when you are too scared to take your shirt off, bro? Come on now. Y'all got to get naked.
Well, but
turn off the lights.
Right. You too scared. You too self-conscious about yourself to be able to get nude with another person. Yeah. So what do you think is going to happen? You already got that working against you. So
No.
Right.
These are very real things, though. These are insecurities, for people to have that. If you don't feel right, then you don't put yourself in these scenarios.
And
not to go completely off the wagon, but I don't know. I think we mentioned this before on the podcast, but not to be completely off the wall, but a micro wang. Basically, if you have one of those, what do you do? I'm pretty sure that's going to hold some people back as far as confidence. You still have that little thing down there, and it's like, well,
that might do it to you there. That might be the biggest issue with some people out here.
That is the biggest issue.
So you got to be angry,
the biggest, smallest
mad. Issue. You got to overcome. You got to come with some different type angle. And the ones that probably ain't suffering with that, you probably tell from their attitude.
Right.
Yeah. They kind of have a different attitude. Yeah. They don't seem to be all angry and mad all the time or upset or pissed off or they seem like they might be in control of the situation a little bit more. Right. And, and it's like, well, I ain't saying it the way you saying it, Lil John. You know what I'm saying? But, but you can feel how you want to feel. I'm not going to feel that way.
Yeah.
But hey.
Also, not to go super far off the wagon, even though we're going off the wagon. Yeah. Still in line with this, though. Just go work out, bro. Go work out. It. You will not gain length, but you will realize that there is more to it underneath all the fat.
I would say this: maximize.
You are dumb.
Yeah, that's it.
No, but it's real. But it's real. It's real. If you work out and lose weight, you will realize that there's more there than you thought.
Yeah.
It just appears that way that is less because you're fat, dude.
That's kind of like the new
That
rapper.
is the nicest way to put it.
Right.
That is, yeah.
Yeah, but work with them. You get there.
Right.
But the ideal fact is you want to you want to maximize whatever ability you have, whatever you have within you, and use the confidence of whatever you did maximize and carry that. That's all you got. You can't make something you can't be something you're not.
Yeah.
So you got to be confident in what you are. And then whatever that is, whatever that is, you got to be confident in it. And the thing is, even if you missing something, because ain't nobody perfect, everybody missing something.
Yeah.
If you ain't got this, you ain't got that, something. So, but the thing is, I know women will be attracted to a more confident man than looking at a man that don't have no confidence in himself.
Yeah.
Whereas every time you look, he don't believe in himself, don't have nothing, can't do nothing for himself, always depend on others. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's not attractive.
No,
a man that can stand up and take care of himself, no matter what his limitations may be, still is appealing.
Well, yeah, that's
it.
Don't project all your insecurities.
Just stop. Yeah, because some people are like, I ain't got this. Well, if you got that, then you gonna still be missing something else.
I mean, just
like hey, now I got this now, but I don't have this to go with that. So
it's like some things,
you can mess yourself up at some point.
Right. If you can, if you live in the insecurities and you don't move beyond them or just accept them for what they are. Some things you really can't change. Like like certain things that are unattached, whatever size, height, whatever, what you're packing. I mean, you can't really change some of those things. So you better just accept them and make the most of, like you said, what they are. That's why, like, some of the only thing that the red pill people say that's good is work out. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's the only thing good. Get yourself in the gym.
But no, genuinely work out.
No crap, which you don't have to go to red pill to go like get that information. So
right, just in general, work out. In any medium, in any capacity.
I feel like you should engage in some form of physical activity often, like just to get yourself moving. You got to get your body moving. People who don't move, don't run, don't do stuff, you're not living.
And you're right.
At some point,
but this is the cautionary tale.
At least
don't jump into it if you ain't been doing it and you're an older person. Be cautious of how you approach that.
Right.
Yeah, because once you remove yourself, and I'm just saying here, and then all of a sudden I'm just gonna go out back to the gym like I used to be. Got out there, handle his business like I always.
Right.
And 2 plays in, it's over. And it's like
blow out your
blew out something went wrong.
No, seriously, you know how many people I done seen get injured trying to do some stuff like this. I mean, the injury's terrible too. I mean, screaming in pain.
Yeah.
I mean, it's horrible. Now this before we might as well. I guess we're gonna wrap. But like before, I had. Nobody even cares about this, but G brought a guy out here to the gym one time.
Yeah, my boy.
Yeah,
my boy.
Like, and he sold it on the fact, like, oh man, I ain't played ball in a while. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, all right, maybe he just, he ain't played ball in a little bit of a minute.
Yeah,
he just need a minute to get warmed up and play.
Yeah.
It's a league game. Our team had already been playing okay.
Need a little ex-player.
G took over and started adding some players, and he added his boy to the team, and he came out there, and I swear, man, first of all, he wasn't gun shy. The man took the ball. He was immediately shooting the rock. I mean, he was out there shooting all over the place, and he just wasn't coming close on anything. I mean, we talk about this is a grown man's league. Like, I mean, it's a bunch of whole other grown men on the court. I mean, this dude.
He played with a hesitation.
Yeah.
He would just stop and lock up about 2 seconds and then take off.
I just don't know. It's like he was trying to gear up to running, and
he's trying to get the mind and body going all at the same time. All of them trying to go. And you like take off.
It's like he said he hadn't played in a minute. Which usually when most people say they hadn't played in a minute,
going ahead of his body.
Yeah, it's like when most people say they hadn't played in a minute, they talking like recently, probably like maybe even in a bad case, a year. But even in that case, you won't lose everything. This dude looked like he hadn't played in about 12 years.
But I'm gonna be honest. Like, the curve, I think he might have been damn near 6.
What?
He might have been damn near 6.
I think he was way older than what he said.
What he was saying.
Yeah, he made it seem like he was closer to like the league minimum age.
He definitely was over 55.
I'm pretty sure arthritis.
I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. So he did represent. I'm thinking, but if he was playing people his age, he been pausing right there together, but he probably been killing. Because he did have a good start, he had some things going on. For his age.
He only going to consider for the age. That's it.
I'm trying to match the age.
He couldn't play.
I ain't trying to say
he's the first round draft pick in the 70s league.
You don't play basketball.
This was going to be his last.
As you, as my teammate.
Now, this was going to be the last game with us.
Right, yeah.
Now, if they're old folk league, it
was an older folks league. He was just probably the oldest player in it. Apparently,
I'm talking about that other older folk.
Yeah, he needed to be in the league that they couldn't move anymore.
He wasn't ready for this league. No, he wasn't ready.
No, it was.
He was not. My boy talk cash too, like he can play.
That's what's funny.
Yeah, he like, yeah, man. I used to bust him up. Okay, all right. Come show out today. We're going to be out there.
He about busted up that backboard.
Yeah, if he could reach it.
Yeah, it was rough. No, that shot did. But
real quick.
Yeah.
One of the things that I wanted to get off about the dealing with people situation. All right. So one of my situations is as a lover boy, it's a little hard to get my lover boy stuff off because, we have all been convinced that if you show somebody love, you really love them, right? And therefore we're supposed to be together. He's trying to be with me. He wants to be in a committed relationship. And no, that's not necessarily the case. I just kind of love being sweet.
Okay, you can tell somebody you love them.
Yeah,
but I'm not saying I love you. I'm not saying I love you. I am sweet.
You don't frivolously throw around that word at his age. You just don't do it. It ain't smart.
I ain't telling these women.
Most of the relationships he gonna have built at this point, they ain't gonna get like that quickly.
Okay, okay.
Only but a handful of women have I actually said that I love them.
The women you dating,
right? I like you.
Like I love you after what?
No.
Soon as you drop them off on the first date.
That's sweet.
That's 3 days in.
No.
Oh, I love you.
After the second date.
Wait, man, hey, just say agape. Just say I got agape love for you, baby.
Yeah.
And just go there.
Being sweet.
Just tell them you got agape love for them, and that could grow.
Right.
But go with that.
I'll explain in a little bit more depth. Like, stuff like holding hands and all that. But all this stuff is the stuff that makes you think somebody's trying to be romantically involved with you.
Yes.
It's not necessarily the case all the time is what I'm saying.
Okay, that makes no sense to me. But keep going.
A lot of people, in the same way that a lot of people love to, damn, what was... I
we're talking about holding hands.
Yeah.
Just...
A lot of people now like to be sweet without being committed. You know what I mean?
Okay. The problem I got with this is you got to judge the woman.
Yeah.
And whoever this may be and how they bring themselves and portray themselves, it's kind of going how I'm treating them, Right. Is Quishana come over here, and she already got her Hennessy bottle with her coming in the house. I mean, I don't think she really want to be giving her flower roses and, big hugs and talking about I love you.
Really want those.
Yeah, she walked right out here with her Hennessy bottle hitting it.
Actually, the way I've looked at it.
I'm like, well, she kind of blunt by who she is. Right. So, you know what I mean? But then you got somebody that's kind of, reserved a little bit, dressed that way, look that way, act that way. Then they probably want to present somebody, they looking for a certain person. If they're acting that way.
So ultimately, you got to make sure that y'all's personalities mesh.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what I'm saying. And understand, at least know what you're dealing with. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If you can't see what you're dealing with in front of you, get some type of understanding. Because people, it don't take long to get to understand who you're dealing with or what this type of person, for me, if I meet somebody, it don't take me too long to understand what I'm dealing with or who this person is or what they're about. It's certain vibes they give off, certain things they do, certain ways they carry themselves, certain ways they act. It's just obvious they have certain characters in them. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, these are things you just see off back. And then if you kind of act that the wrong way, you know it ain't going to work. You know, it's dad like, hey, you know, they got their 9 and they bang here, and I'm trying to be, hey, you want these flowers?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
It probably, that might be a problem. Nah.
What I was trying to say is that everybody's being hippies these days. Everybody's out here freelance loving.
Yeah, it's just, you know.
Okay, we just,
you know, that's up to you if you want to be a part of that trend.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you know, I won't judge you if that's the lifestyle you choose.
Right.
I'm just gonna think it's a little weird, but that's all.
And stuff bound to repeat itself.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That just we go in cycles anyway.
Yeah, it's just going back to like the Greeks and Romans.
Even with the clothes.
I never thought about holding hands with some chick that I wasn't trying to be involved with.
But you know,
that's what people do.
And I guess just throw the drugs out here, whatever these people doing.
Right.
That's probably totally messed up society.
Man, them drugs been around just as long.
I mean, they have, but they got different stuff out here now. And some of them, like say they kill you or whatever. Fentanyl.
Acid,
they like fentanyl to kill you. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Weed.
Man.
It's not a drug, but still.
I'm saying, but they got new stuff out here, don't they?
Not really.
Okay, well,
let's wrap. I'm tripping.
Yeah, let's just go ahead.
Let's wrap.
Okay. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please, I hope you enjoyed the content today. I know we went completely off the wagon for like the last 30 minutes, but that is why you call it. But it is why you call it What You Talking About podcast. So thanks for tuning in, and we will be seeing you soon.
Holla at your boy.